The Next Generation, or Next Gen, is a philanthropic organization whose mission is to develop young professionals into effective nonprofit board leaders. Danielle Dick and David Arthur join me now to talk to us about it and this great opportunity to develop young people into nonprofit leaders.
Thanks for having us in your wonderful new set here.
You like it? I am so nervous.
I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah, look, right, I know. Look, it's got me all thrown off. My mojo isn't here, so I'm like all over the place today. I don't know.
It's because you're too comfortable.
Maybe, yeah. And it smells new, like a new car, right?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Take it in. Really, it does smell like a new car. Okay. So, David, I have had a chance to work with you on other things, and I, just did not know that this organization that you're with now does this, and was kind of surprised and didn't know that there's like a whole process into developing a young person into like an effective nonprofit leader.
Yeah,
which is great.
It was a hidden world to me too, and I think for most of us that are involved. Our group is typically people, in the ages of 25 to 40, young professionals living and working in Delaware, people that want to give back, and maybe these people had been told that, sure, you can hand out water at our 5K, or you can sell raffle tickets at our fundraiser, which is great, but they want to do more, and they'd also heard about, serving on boards and nonprofit boards and didn't know how they go about doing that or what they would do once they were there. So that's really why we're here, and we learn by doing. We were mentored by the Delaware Community Foundation, and we run our own meetings, we raise our money, we give it away, and we really try to develop the next round of philanthropic leaders in Delaware.
Really? So what happens? They come to you and they say, okay, David, I have this idea and I think I want to be, a nonprofit or something like that. And you say, okay, well, do you help them? What do you do? Do you help map it out, or?
We more look at the individual. And, there's a lot of great boards out there, and you'll hear some boards that wish they were a little more effective. So our goal is to really teach people before they get onto a lot of these boards, and so that they can kind of bring that effectiveness to that board. So a lot of our people find out by accident. It could be a networking event, or I had a random meeting during a job I previously had with the Blue Rocks. It said, come to a meeting. So we always have new faces at our meetings, and people go and they take it in, then they volunteer, and then they're in, and then from there people are usually involved 2 to 5 years, and then ultimately they'll graduate and they'll go serve on other nonprofit boards and kind of take what they've learned to those organizations.
Now, how did you meet Danielle?
Through Next Gen.
Through Next Gen, yes. So when I was new to Delaware, had just moved here, a friend of mine had suggested I join and had forwarded all of the meeting information. I showed up, I sat in on a couple meetings. It definitely seemed interesting. And what I loved about it so much was that I was really able to learn and get hands-on experience in things that in my professional setting, in my job, I don't have the opportunity to do. So what's really great about it is I went to Dave as president and said, I'm very interested in development. It's not something I'm very familiar with, but I'd really like to learn more. So what he did was connect me with another member who has worked in development for years, who really sort of showed me the ropes, and with hands-on experience in doing a lot of development work for Next Gen, I'm able to learn as we go.
That's great.
And I have both the folks at the DCF as well as folks within Next Gen themselves that have been helping me learn the ropes and learn more and develop into somebody who's really starting to learn some things about development. So it's been great.
And that's great. And I think that, Dave, I want to ask you, do you hear Danielle said, I want to learn about development. So people come to you with specifics in areas that they need improvement on, or just really need a whole, okay, I need to know.
Yes, and like Danielle said, a lot of times it's something completely different than what they do.
Right.
We've got bankers, lawyers, people that work for nonprofits. In one case, we have somebody that works in education that wanted to learn more about the finances, and they stepped up to serve as our treasurer, really not knowing a whole lot, but it's the great opportunity to learn, especially with the relationship with the DCF and with some of the speakers that we bring in to learn that something completely new.
Right. Now, Danielle, through your whole experience, you have Chips for Charity, right?
Yes.
And so Next Gen helped you with that?
Yes. So Chips for Charity is one of our premier fundraising events. It's a flagship event for us. It's a Monte Carlo style night. So with your ticket, You have table games, blackjack, craps. There is open bar included, great food, a lot of fun. The buzz in the crowd is so amazing. It's so much fun. In fact, we've grown so big that we actually have a new location this year at the DCCA on the riverfront, and we're so excited. And one of the things that we've been able to do is raise a lot of money that goes towards our grants that we choose to give community organizations. And to me, being able to have fun while we do it, why not? So it's been a great experience. It's a great mix of doing something that's fulfilling that you care about, but also it's been wonderful professional development for me in terms of event planning, in terms of when we graduate out of Next Gen, having that experience behind me that I may not get in my job, and to really move forward and use that. So we're so excited about Chips for Charity.
You're going to have to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when is it? Let's tell everybody when it is, right?
Absolutely.
Hey.
It's March 7th. It is at the DCCA, like I said. Tickets are available on www.nextgenrsvp.com. And we have so many different options. We have sponsorship levels. We have VIP tickets. I like to think that everybody that walks in the door is a VIP because it's so much fun.
Yes.
But it's just so great. We would love to have you there, so please come on by.
Chips for Charity, I'm there.
Yeah,
Love
my
chips.
service. March 7th. But, like Danny said, that's the great thing. We raise all this money through these events and through our donations, and then we get to give it away. And we're actually going to be giving away over $25,000 in just a couple weeks with money we raised from last year. And we choose a focus roughly every 2 years so we can kind of stay up to date with the needs of the community. So right now, that focus is STEM education in Delaware. So $25,000 to great organizations that are improving STEM education in Delaware. So that's exciting.
Wow, that is really great. It's such a great organization, and I think it's an organization where you don't have to be afraid to say, hey, Dave, I need help with learning how to, be in development, or
Trust me, I ask for help a lot.
right, and that's
So do
great.
I.
Well, but
So
you know
do
what?
I.
Isn't that great that people can come there and feel like, because people are afraid to ask questions. We always get that, like, I don't want to ask. Everybody's going to think I'm dumb or something like that.
Right,
But a prime example. And you said it yourself. You ask a lot of questions too.
All the time.
And the great thing too is the group comes with so many different people come into the room with a different skill set. So folks that may be experts, they're an attorney. They might be helping us with our bylaws. Folks that are event planners and PR for a living, they'll assist with that sort of thing. So we're all learning and teaching each other as we go along, and it's a lot of fun. The group's
really great.
It's fascinating and an incredible group of people like Danielle that it's going to be really neat to see. This is our 10th year, and some of our alumni has gone on to do some great things. It's so much that we launched our Founders Club, which is sort of like an alumni group. So it's going to be neat to see that continue to grow as our members go to serve on other boards, and hopefully that will elevate all these nonprofit organizations in our community and make Delaware a better place. So.
Yay, I love this. So let me ask you, if anybody's interested in learning about Next Gen, maybe if they want to donate for Chips for Charity or anything like that, what do they need to do?
I think the easiest thing in this world we live in is to Google Next Gen North. 3 words, Next Gen North. From there, you can go to our website. You can donate. You can find that information about Chips for Charity, but you can also email us if you want to attend one of our meetings, because we have typically at least a couple new faces at every meeting. And for somebody looking to get involved, that's usually the best way to start, to just show up. We meet monthly in downtown Wilmington in the evening, and just come to our board meeting and we'll rope you in.
Is there a criteria to become a member of Next Gen?
No, just I think the only thing is being passionate about wanting to give back to the community and maybe learn a little bit more about nonprofit board leadership.
Well, I'm certainly glad you brought Danielle with you.
Me too.
Thank you.
Chips
I'm
for
glad
Charity.
to be here.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. And Chips for Charity, that's right up my alley, I'm telling you.
We'll make sure you're there.
Yeah. I'm good on the crab table.
All right, we'll have
Good
to
on the
see.
crab table.
Then I'll make sure I'm on a different table.
Thank you both so much. And please come back again, and we'd love to hear from another up-and-coming leader too, like Danielle, so
Absolutely.
come back.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
When we return, do the right thing for life banquet after these messages.